Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at Proverbs chapter 3, verses 19 and 20. All right, and as always, I'm reading from my New King James, Hebrew and Greek keyword study Bible. We got a lot of keywords today, guys. So we're just going to go straight through. And I pray that you receive whatever the good Lord is giving to you in this series. So we're going to go ahead and begin. Verse 19. The Lord by wisdom founded the earth. By understanding he established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths were broken up, and clouds dropped down the dew. Okay, so we got a lot of key words, and the first word is founded. Okay, the Lord by his wisdom founded the earth. Okay, so first two words are founded in earth. Now with earth, that is everything under the physical dominion of the good Lord. Okay, but let's look at the word founded. So we're going to go back to our dictionary in the back. Reference number is 3245. Okay, it means to set, like to set in place. Okay, it means to set, to found, to settle, to appoint, to establish, to lay the foundation of, to lay, mark, or ordain, to order, to make sure. It means, again, it is a verb that means to establish, to found, or fix. Okay? It can mean, in a literal sense, to refer to the laying of the foundation of something. God's wisdom, by his wisdom, founded the earth, laid the foundation for this that is under his dominion. Okay? So, if you're questioning who made this planet, it was not a big bang. The word says, by his wisdom, he established, he laid it out, he ordered it. This order does not come from a miscellaneous chaos. Like you can go from order to chaos because things can be destroyed, but you're not going to go from chaos to order without an intelligent creator behind that. And we already know, because we're reading, we're learning who that intelligent creator is. It is the ultimate capital C creator. By the Lord's wisdom, he founded the earth. All right, let's keep going. By his knowledge, the depths were broken up, and cloud. Oh no, I'm sorry, I skipped one. By understanding, he established the heavens. All right. So what is the heavens? The heavens, that's one of the key words, is everything in creation except for the earth. Okay? Everything in creation except for the earth. But let's look at establishing. 35:59. That's where we're going to. Oh, my little tag moved. 35:59. Oh, we heard this word before. Establish. To fix, to prepare, to render sure. It can also mean proper and prosperous. To confirm. It can also mean certainty, faithfulness, and the fastening of something. By God's understanding, by understanding, he established the heavens. By his understanding, He fixed, he formed, he established the heavens. He made them proper. He prepared them that they may prosper. He ordained them, set them in order. Ain't no questioning where our planet came from, where our heavens and earth came from, guys. We already know. It says it right here. By his understanding, by his wisdom, the earth was founded. The heavens were established. There's a period at the end of that statement. Let's keep going. By his knowledge, the depths were broken up, and clouds dropped down the dew. So we're going to look at the word knowledge. So that is reference number 1847. Let's take a look. By his knowledge, the depths were broken up. So let's look at knowledge. Knowing, learning, discernment, insight, and notion. It's used 90 times in the, let's see. It's used 91 times in the Bible. 40 of those times it's used in the book of Proverbs. Okay, we're talking about knowledge, God's knowledge. All right, so let's look. The root meaning of the term is knowledge or knowing. In Proverbs 24, verses 3 and 4, is the third word in the chain of 3 words describing the building of a house by wisdom, the establishment of that house by understanding, and finally the filling of the rooms of the house by knowledge. Wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. Okay? It also is used to describe God's gift of technical and specific knowledge along with wisdom and understanding. All right? I love that. So we're talking about God's knowledge. Insight, discernment, knowing. God had that already. He didn't have to seek it out. He didn't have to go to a teacher, rabbi, minister, priest, and be like, hey, can you help me to understand this? It's already rooted in who he is. Okay? God alone, keep reading, God alone possesses all knowledge. Him alone. No one can impart knowledge to God, for his knowledge, learning, and insight are perfect. He alone has full knowledge about the guilt, innocence, or uprightness of a person. We see that in the book of Job. Okay? God's knowledge of a human being is so profound and all-encompassing that the psalmist recognized that such knowledge is unattainable by man. Okay? Knowledge only comes from God, rooted in him. He is the only one that possesses all knowledge. And it is by his knowledge that the depths were broken up. And the clouds, let's look. The clouds dropped their dew. Let's take a look at what the clouds be doing. 78, 34, 34, 34. We are here. So the word is cloud, and it's talking about a thin vapor or firmament, dust or the heavens. Okay? is used to describe the heavens, okay, not just the cumulus cloud in the sky, but it can also be used to describe the heavens. Moses himself used it in Deuteronomy as a metaphor to describe God as riding on the heavens and clouds and his majesty to help his people. That's Deuteronomy 33:26. But essentially, what it is denoting is that God, that Yahweh, is the ruler over the heavens, ruler of all that is in them. God is the ruler of the heavens, not circumstance, not happenstance, not theory, but God. And I love that. I love that in this passage that we have been reading, we learn beyond the shadow of a doubt that this world, all that is in it, not just here on our physical planet, but all that is in creation, has been ordered by our God. Ordained, set, foundation laid, made sure those footings are set. That's his wisdom, his understanding, his knowledge did all of that. So if you were questioning, if you weren't sure, the great thing is you can always be sure that God truly is in control. He knows what he's doing. His wisdom, his knowledge is perfect. This was not created out of happenstance 20 billion years ago. God laid, he ordered. My background is design. Okay, that's my college degree is in interior design. Plans don't just happen. You got to study the site. You got to understand what you're working with. You have to lay out the rooms in the floor plan to make sure that it makes sense. God laid down this world and all of creation in a way that it makes sense. 1 mile closer to the sun and we burn. Move the earth back 2 feet and we freeze. Like he established everything perfectly. So remember that next time you're wondering, how is something going to work out? We got a Heavenly Father that knows what we stand in need of, and he will direct our paths in the orderly manner, because order is a part of who he is. All right, guys. Ooh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Y'all know the drill. We'll see y'all in the next video, okay? Bye.